Yo, shout out to my boy Nelson. Let's go. Turn it up. He doing his thing.
Uh-oh, you caught me dancing to my favorite jingle. And you notice that Big Face is wearing shades because the future is so bright. I can't even see shit in the studio, though. All right, man. You know what it is. It's been a huge week. You see it, Global Combat Collective. We are successfully back, and the boss cannot wait. He can't wait so bad that he's traveling to another venue right now as we speak. He's got a great show for you tonight, man. Thank you all for joining us for the best show in combat sports. It's Wednesday. You heard the damn jingle. It's the Nelson Lopez Jr. Show. Let's bring the man with the plan. Let me wander on down here. Bring the man with the plan right here. The one, the only, Nelson Lopez Jr.
Hey! Thank you. Thank you for having me. Yes, thank you, sir.
Look, there's a crowd even in the whip. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
You see, I got my little background.
I see. We got the future CEO and president in the back.
Hi.
Hey, baby girl. Our favorite.
He sees you back there.
I see you. Hey, boss, man. It's great to see you, man. How are you feeling?
Oh man, I'm feeling great, man. I'm on the road. I'm gonna go see another venue. Everything is great, man. Everything has been amazing. Like all the hype. It was a great June. We did a lot in June.
Listen, I told him that you had a very busy June, and you have made it. You survived.
Yes, we survived. We survived June,
and we thrived. Man, we thrived.
Absolutely. And July is going to be the same thing. We're breaking down barriers, and we're moving forward, man. You know, we're staying positive and forward thinkers. Let's go.
Yeah, man. And tonight, I know you got some great guys on the show, but also, man, want to go ahead and give a shout out to all our partners, man, for helping us make that happen. Shout out to BKB. Shout out to Mike Vasquez. Of course, shout out to President Joshua Chassis. Everyone that helped you guys put together an amazing June. You guys crushed June. We crushed June, right?
Absolutely. Crushed June. I want to give a shout out to Money Meg. I want to give a shout out to Calvin, Gio, Janae, Eric Botcher, Mila, BB, Levi,
Josh Wiseman.
The whole squad. You know what I mean?
Hey, Elvis, we didn't forget you either, Elvis. We saw you out there, Elvis.
And Elvis don't like to be mentioned, but Elvis is like a sniper.
He's like a hunk of burning love, is what he is.
So what's up, man? We got some cool guys on the show tonight.
Man, come on, man.
You know, two different worlds, right? You got this savage of a fighter, right? You got this savage fighter that is like, he's been in the game for so long, it seems like no one can beat him in the bare knuckle world, the bare knuckle space. And then you have this bright, intelligent, good looking, future champion in the boxing world coming up, he demonstrated that on the Deontay Wilder undercard. Speaks well, sold a lot of tickets, and I'm proud of him. I see greatness in both of them, greatness in both of these fighters and these individuals. So I'm very happy to have them on the show.
Absolutely. So why don't you bring our first guest to the show, boss?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the evening, coming to you live. A man that you don't want to meet in a dark alley. A man that you definitely don't want to see him in the triangle or the trigon. And you don't want to see him with no gloves in a boxing ring. The man himself, Mr. Smash Nelson.
Yeah.
There he is, Smash. My brother, what's going on?
How you doing, man? How you doing?
You're a beast. Yo, you got a black eye. I didn't even see you get hit.
Oh yeah, I got a little cut too.
A little baby cut.
My man just walks around with black eyes.
What did he hit you with?
I think it was that right hand when I stepped in. That sort of, I was like, he definitely hit me with a good shot, but I was a little bit off balance too. Took a knee, and that's when I got that count before I finished the fight. Great,
like short fight. Like it was short, but it was action. my wife always says that I overreact when I see all these knockouts. But man, I'm just like it surprises me every time you see someone get dropped, get off the canvas, then he drops him and he drops him again, and then it's over. And it's
Yeah.
like I'm like happy and sad and and all at the same time. But
Yeah.
it's so exciting to watch you fight, man. What are you looking for next?
Well, looking for next, I'm just trying to just keep on reaching as high as I can reach, bro. And obviously I want to make more money, obviously, obviously to make a better life and career for myself, my family. But truly, man, I love to fight and see and just try to go to the top in any situation I'm in, and people doubt me a lot or don't doubt me. Hopefully by now people see that that I'm real, you know what I'm saying? And that and whoever doubts me, put someone else in front of me, I'm gonna keep taking them out and keep on putting in work and believing in myself,
I don't see why anyone would doubt you. Honestly,
Yeah.
you've demonstrated it all on in the Trigon and in your career. There's not a lot. I don't see a lot of people there challenging you. I know that at the end of the night, you kind of called out in a very respectful manner, Paulie Malignaggi. I mean, you don't want to give him a chance to get his feet wet or something first. You just
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to.
I mean, I know he's gonna have like a fight or two before me, but just putting the foot in the door, because I know either way it's like I mean, it's an awesome fight for me, because that guy's a legend in the boxing world. One of the boxers that I actually watched back in the day. I remember cutting his dreads in the middle of the fight. Like that stuff was cool. That was cool to me. Something that he just had like a swag about him. But now it's a different world, and now it's my game. He's coming out of retirement, and I have mad love and respect for him, and I'd be honored to share the ring with him. But yeah, we'll see where the BKB puts in front of me next, or what they're planning on doing. So I haven't heard anything from managers or the team, anything yet. So I'm waiting for a shout out or something.
I mean, you hear
Someone.
Smash here, Nelson. He said he just got through whipping ass like a week ago. He's like, I'm waiting for my phone to ring,
Yeah,
whip
for
somebody's
real,
ass
man.
again.
The
I
cut
live for
ain't
I
even
live for
healed
it, man.
yet, and he's talking about I haven't heard nothing yet.
That's true. True that. True that.
Well, man.
What does Smash Nelson do when he's not in the Trigon and when he's not in the gym?
When I'm not in the gym and trying, man, I enjoy. I go up to Turkey. I'm out here in Oklahoma. So
Okay.
I try to do as much as I can outside. I love the outdoors and whatnot. So I go up to this place called Turkey Mountain every Monday with my friend James. He's actually here at the crib right now. But I go up there with my friend James. He also is a badass tattoo artist, Judge Peachy Tattoo out here in Oklahoma. But I go out there with him and the owner Dino. And we go mountain biking half the day. I still do my training and then go back to training after I mountain bike at night. Fridays I go rock climbing. I still do some jujitsu. I try to do jujitsu once or twice a week. I try to keep myself in the gym, or at least active in a way, because I'm not much in. I've got nothing against it or anything, but I'm not much in. I've never been into playing video games or anything. So like the only time I really put the TV on and stuff is to go to sleep at night. I watch movies or something like that at nighttime. So I'm just an active person, like to get out, do stuff, go, suntan, do something, man.
I don't watch much TV either. As soon as the TV goes on, I fall asleep.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's about the same thing.
Hey, so boss,
Are you
do you mind
yeah,
if I step in here? I want to say
go ahead, go
something.
ahead,
I know you
go
probably gonna
ahead.
get to it, but so it came out this week that Smash Nelson is the pound for pound #1 fighter across bare knuckle sports, man. The #1 P for P kid.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing. How do you feel? How do you feel like you're like you've engraved your name in the sport of bare knuckle. You're a legend. I mean, you've said you're a two-time division champion. Um, how does that feel, and how do people see you back home? Like, I know you walk around. I'm from a small town, so when you see you on the internet or on TV, they're like, I know this guy. And everywhere you go, how does it feel? What kind of reaction you get at home?
Well, it's definitely the last few fights, and especially this last one, I'm definitely getting more people coming. Oh man, I saw you fighting online. It's so cool, and like, could I get a picture or something like that? So it's definitely starting to happen a little bit more out here. But you know, it feels amazing. It feels amazing to me. I love to fight so much. It's part of it. Just feels like it's part of me, you know. And so to be able to do this and do what I love, and then also make a career out of it, and then also put my name in the history books and that kind of stuff. It's like it means the world to me, and I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed, and I'm thank the Lord every day for the blessings I have and everything, the gifts I have and the people I have around me. I couldn't do it without my family, my coaches, my friends, you know what I'm saying? Them keeping me sane, bro. I'd go crazy without all them, you know.
That's awesome, bro. That's great. Who's the guy that slaps you in the corner?
Oh shit. Well, normally it's my coach Leo Perucci,
Yo,
but this time I had my homie, just a training partner. Leo couldn't come. He was out. He had 13 of his fighters, and
wow,
one of the fighters is his daughter. So I would never let him miss that. It was her first big fight. She won the belt over at TBA's, bro.
amazing.
He's got awesome kids over there, kickboxers, Muay Thai
What's your
fighters.
name?
Oh shoot, man, don't put me on the
Oh,
spot like that.
my bad. Sorry, sorry.
No, I'm
Well,
just
shouts
joking.
out to her, man. Shouts out to her. Shouts out to
Yeah,
coach.
And
yeah, shout
Smash,
out.
man, he's talking about the guy that slapped you, man. I tell
Yeah,
you what, I can't get enough of that reel. I've been watching that thing all week, man, with the
yeah.
devil eyes on it, man. It's so savage.
Hey,
I mean,
you had to see at the gym because I got this my new corner, not my new, but my cornerman that I had, my homie that I had coach me. I had to get him at the gym before we flew out to New Mexico, or not New Mexico, to Nashville. I had to get him to slap me a couple times because I was like, I'm nervous that he wasn't gonna slap me, and like I'm at the gym, so I'm like, yo, bro, I need you to try to slap me because I know you're like too nice. I need you to slap me. He's all like, nah, bro, I can't do it. I'm like, dude, you're gonna do it on the night of the fight. I want you to do it. You want to, but I want you to do it right now so you know that I'm real about it. And he does a little slap. I'm like, no, bro, slap me, fool. And he slapped me good. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, that's what I want, bro. Do it again. And I looked at him, I'll do it again. And he did it again. I was like, all right, that's it. That's what I want. So at the
Yeah,
fights, he did it. He did it right. So that's what I need. It's a little wake me up. You know what I'm saying?
it's
it'll wake me
awesome.
up, man. That's amazing. That's crazy. What are you gonna go back down? Like, are you gonna go down to go get a different belt? Are you gonna go back up? Like, what do you? I mean, was that the heaviest you fought at?
Oh yeah, I mean I've fought heavier before, but I walk around at like 165, 167
Okay.
at the most, you know what I'm saying? So 154 is easy to me, 160 is easy to make. 165, I weigh in 3 pounds underweight every time, 4 pounds underweight, without cutting weight or anything. So I'm ready, I walk around that weight and I'm easy to get to 154. And I would love to carry another belt and have that the three division champ status. But the main thing that I love about that 3 division champ status is that they can keep me more busy. They can keep me more busy, right? One fight,
Yeah.
and then I say to them too. I'm like, say I'm fighting the title, and they want someone else to fight for a different weight class. I'm like, make them like while I'm fighting for a title there, make them have a title eliminator or something like that, and then I'll fight them afterwards, kind of thing. So you can keep me
Well,
busy all the time.
tell them right now. Hey, Mel,
Yeah.
Mike,
Yo,
Greg.
Mike, BKB, let's go. Get me going. 154. I'm getting that belt. I'm gonna take that belt and be a 3 division champ, and then you can keep me busy every other month. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, if you got all three belts, I mean, you got a new challenge every
I
Yeah,
mean,
every other month.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No,
That is
but
crazy.
I love the fight. A couple years ago, before I signed with BKB more directly. I fought 2 years ago. I fought 7 times. I fought 7 times that year. I was supposed to have 8, but I only one of the people fell
Crazy.
through. But I fought 7 times that year, and and that's what I love
wow.
in 4 different disciplines. I did kickboxing, Muay Thai, MMA, and bare knuckle boxing. So I love to train, and I feel like training in multiple disciplines, and especially in this different style of bare knuckle where you're allowed to dirty box, clinch, different movement. It helps a lot, you know what I'm saying? Just different aspects of fighting in my mind.
Smash. Any other? Do you have any other sport you like basketball, football? Do you
I do a
hockey?
lot
I
of
don't know.
I do a lot of extremes. I used to play ice hockey, rugby, Water
Wow.
Wow.
polo. I grew up playing. That's all I did. I'm from
Wow.
South
Rough.
Africa originally, and
Everything
Wow.
is
I
a
grew
rough.
up. Yeah, I
That's
grew up
crazy.
playing sports, but now I love extreme. I like jumping off of cliffs, man. In the wintertime, I put on skis and I go hit like I've hit like 50, 60 foot cliffs before. Smash myself in the face with my knees, get back up and go keep on riding. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Real
my
shit.
god.
I'm not
Have you
like the
done
most.
skydiving? Have you done skydiving?
No, I want to go though. I've been trying to get someone to go with me, and my girlfriend now actually she
I
says
have a
she's down.
place.
So
Where I live at, they have an airport. They do skydiving there. That's
where's
crazy.
that? Where you live? Where you live at?
It's a small town called Pahokee, Florida. It's
Florida. All right.
it's in Florida, agricultural town, but they have a small private airport there.
You
And
been or what?
yeah, I have. Believe it or not, I haven't done it.
Let's go.
I'm kind of,
Let's set it up. Let's go.
I don't know, man. You know, like
Hey, I'll
I
make it
ain't gonna
out there if
lie.
you go. I'll make it out there if you
If you
go with me,
come,
bro.
man, I guess. I don't know. I
Oh
don't know.
no.
All
Oh,
right,
we
we'll have to
definitely
Listen,
set
sending
I'm
the
this up.
team. We
I'm such a sissy, bro. Like I love being on a boat, but I don't like being underwater. Like I went with Mike Vasquez to Bimini,
Yeah.
took us out there. He has a place there in Bahamas, and everybody jumped on the boat, and I looked around like, yeah, no, I'll jump off the boat, but I'm not leaving. I held on to the ladder. I
Nah.
just it's something about it, man. I can't. I don't know. I just can't do
Yeah.
it. But
No, I get it.
yeah,
I
man.
get
If
it.
that's cool. That's cool.
But
You
any
in the
extreme
gym?
sports, bro. I love extreme sports and just getting my adrenaline going, man. Anything that get my adrenaline
The
going.
man
Yeah.
does an extreme sport for a living. You ask him what he does on his off time, he's like, I smash myself off cliffs. I dive out of airplanes. I climb mountains. I mean, damn.
We
Go
gotta
ahead,
get.
man.
You know what we gotta do? We gotta get a camera on you, man, when you're doing this stuff. Like
I know.
I like.
Dude, I got GoPros. I never freaking put them on. I always get to where I'm going. I'm like, oh, I forgot to bring my GoPro, bro.
We
No,
need a
no, you gotta
reality
do
show.
that. People want to know that, bro. People want to know that about you. People, that's why we're on here. Like people want to know about the extreme stuff you do. You dive off a cliff, you gotta have a GoPro. You
Hey,
gotta
my
post
man takes
something.
and jumps off cliffs on skis. What we need is a show. Smash Nelson. What can he smash next? And then
Hey,
every
dude,
week he
Yeah,
smash some shit.
hey,
You know what I'm saying?
people can
let's
ask
do
me to
that.
go do some different kind of extreme sports too. I'll go do that because I want to. You know, I love that.
Smash
All
tries
right,
every
I,
extreme sport.
let's find. Let's find out. Let's find out, Face. Let's get this man on some extreme sport cameras. That's what we need.
Please,
Hundred
let's do
percent.
it. I would love it, man.
We got to get you some
I
big
swear.
sponsorship money doing
Hell
this
yeah.
stuff.
Hey, I need something, bro. Always, anything helps. Because I want to
Yes,
keep
sir.
fighting.
Yes,
'Cause this
sir.
is
Hey,
what
we
I
need to get
love,
the
bro.
smash burger. We need to get the smash burger places to cover him. That's
Yeah,
perfect. The
I've
synergy.
always thought of that. Be like, yo, guys, you know my sponsorship. I don't want any money. I just want you guys to put LT in front of one of your stores. LT Smash Burger.
Yeah, LT smash burger.
What's up?
Smash. Go ahead and give everybody, where to find you. I know you got a bunch of sponsors, local sponsors and national sponsors. Let everybody know to follow you and how they can see these extreme sports that you do outside of the ring.
Heck yeah. Well, everyone, thanks again. If you watch my fight, if not, check it out or watch me fight. I throw down. And I do it for all the fans, do it for all y'all because I entertain. I love to entertain. And check me out on Instagram, Laurent T Smash Nelson. That's my full name, LORAWNT-T. It's crazy, Smash Nelson. Or my fight page is LT Smash Nelson. That's Facebook for you. And then on Instagram, it's at LT Smash 7. At LT Smash 7. Check me out on there. I got some links on there too. And I actually got a fight course online that I'm trying to get going.
Hey, man, for real.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it. I'm bad at like at the whole. I'm trying to get better at the whole internet and putting my name out there and get myself out there. But I got a badass fight course. It's mostly kickboxing, but I have boxing as well. I even have partner drills showing people how to hold pads, and it
I like
also
that.
has a full Monday to Saturday what I do to stay in shape every day. What I do to stay in shape, and I've put this out there before, but like I'm obviously not great at doing it, but like I'm showing everyone in the world like what I do to be the athlete and the person I am. So if they want to check it out and try it out, and then come try me out. You know what I'm saying?
Smash. Let's take a little time off the call. Maybe next week, and I want to hear more about that course you have. Let's
Yeah,
put it together and let's see how we can really market that, promote it,
yeah,
because
that
I
would mean a
think that
lot, bro.
now let's do that. I think that really can bring a lot of revenue in for you. And I think you need to use the platform. I think that BKB will help you promote it. I think that anything that you're doing everywhere you walk, I think you should represent it more. Your name should push it. But yeah, I definitely face for real. Next week, let's get with Smash. Let's put it. I'll put it on the show. We'll make it a
That,
sponsorship so
Hey,
people can go to
that'll
it.
mean the world to me, guys, and like whatever
Let's
I can
do
do
that.
for y'all too, I'll do what you
I
guys
want one of
like.
them
It's
Smash
awesome, bro.
T-shirts. I want a
Hey, yeah.
Smash shirt.
Hey, this one
My
is
wife
this.
says she wants a Smash T-shirt too.
Look
So
at this
Yeah,
cool
well,
as hell.
I'll get some for y'all, but this one, my homie just gave to me a random one he made for me. But I'll get you some. I'll take this one off and send this straight to y'all because
no,
y'all
no,
are sick.
let's make a link and let's get some shirts in Spotify. I want to sit with you a little bit more on the business side of things, and let's monetize your shirts. Let's monetize your how do you call it, your
Your course.
tutorials of
The
Brand.
fighting,
online,
your
the
Right.
course.
online fighting course. Yeah.
Let's market that because
Please.
you need that. You can't fight for the rest of your life.
No, I know,
And
man.
this year is now we got to capitalize on the fact that you're about to be a three-time division champ, or three-time division champ.
Let's
And
all make some money off of it.
yeah, man, let's do
Let's
that.
do
Let's
it.
use this platform. I'm 100% in. Count me in, and check face and make sure that we talk next week so we can
All right.
figure out a marketing plan for that.
All
I
right,
got
thank you.
it,
Yeah,
man.
just let me know. Let me know whenever, bro. I'm open whenever for
I
y'all.
appreciate you, man. I appreciate you on the
Appreciate you,
show, and
bro.
I can't wait to see you fight again. I'm gonna come
Thank you.
visit you, man, and you got to
Yeah,
come
come.
visit me.
Heck
I'm
yeah.
not guaranteed I'm jumping off a plane, but I'll set it up for you if you want.
All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, I definitely want that. But yeah, I got some extra rooms at the crib too. So bring the family, yourself, whatever. You two,
Let's
you
go.
guys are welcome to come out, man.
Smash, before you go, we do want to tell you, man, thank you so much, man. You've had a fantastic year. The last couple of years I've been in bare knuckle, man, you've been one of the funnest fighters to watch fight, man. I love to see your success. BKB is blowing up right now,
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah,
you're one of the faces of the sport. So
Yeah,
thank you so much,
that
man.
means the world to
absolutely.
me, man. So thank you so much for that, bro.
Appreciate you for coming on, man, and talk to you
All
soon.
right, y'all. Appreciate it. Peace.
Peace. What a good guy.
I love
I
that
like
guy.
that guy. I like that guy. He's so humble and he's a killer.
He's
You're on
man.
mute. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
Am I on mute?
Oh, no, I can hear you now.
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
about to say, yeah, I said he is a complete savage. Like that word's
He's
used
a-
a lot, but he is a savage, man.
No, he
Right.
is a savage. He's a savage that when he fights, I'm concerned for him and for
Yes.
them.
He's
And
like
it's like, but
you saw it. He just
that's what
eats
makes him.
shots, man. He just sticks his face down. And he's like, yeah. Like,
No,
wow,
no,
man.
man. I gotta stop doing that.
You gotta stop
But
doing that,
you
Smash.
gotta stop doing that, Smash. Stop. But look, man, look, the shirts are cool, man. I love the shirts. The the course that I didn't even know that, man. That definitely 100%, bro.
That
I
sounds like
am
some Nelson
100.
Lopez stuff right there. That's some stuff you.
No, because I'm always been into doing. I always was told to do tutorials for hand wrapping, tutorials for
holding
just
the mitts.
boxing,
You know, holding the
holding the
mitts.
mids. That's
That's
amazing, bro. I'm 100% gonna help him with that. I love that. I love that.
all
Well,
right. So you got it. You got some more people in the green room back here,
I
boss.
do. I got him waiting. He was on time, man. What a great young man. Not only is he just a skillful, young, talented fighter. He's a he's a good looking kid. He's a young man of God because I've been watching his page. I'll see how he speaks, and Mila and BB and everybody in the team had to kind of deal with him because he was selling tickets. He's very communicative. He communicated well. He was responsive, professional. The kid has a bright future. The one and only, the man himself, Eric Valencia.
What's up, guys?
Look at him. There he is. Look at that. Look at that smile, boy. $1 million smile, man. Where you at, Eric?
I'm here back at home in Garden City, Kansas. I'm just got back home Sunday, so just been at home
So
working.
if we do a show at Garden City, Kansas, how many tickets you gonna sell there?
It's gonna be sold out, man. You're gonna
You're gonna be
It's
the
gonna be
Nico
sold out.
Hernandez of Garden City.
Yeah, man. And then I feel like it's boxing's a little like since here there's no I'm a small town, so there's nothing to do here. So like on a Saturday night, they're gonna go watch the they're gonna come to the fights, you know?
Let me ask you: are there any good venues out there? 3,000-4,000 seats, at least 2,000-3,000 seats.
There you go.
We got like we don't really have a venue. It's like where they have like the fairgrounds. They have like a really
Okay,
big building. It's just
like
a
an
big
expo
open
center, like a
space.
warehouse.
Yeah, like a warehouse, just big, but yeah, I
That'll
think it
work.
fits that much people.
That'll work. What do you do? Like car clubs? I mean, car shows there or dog shows?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah, they do car shows and dog shows and stuff like that. They're actually in gun shows and stuff like that.
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like the expo, like an expo center.
Yeah, like an expo center. Yeah,
I'm gonna look into that. Send me that information when you get a chance. You know,
I
it
will,
ain't
man. You're
nothing
gonna
to
have
pop
to.
up.
Yeah, man. You
I
love it
call
down here.
Ryan Ricky. I call Ryan Ricky and say, man, listen, we going to Garden City, Kansas. You know he down.
Yeah, he'd be down for sure.
Hey, isn't who else was from Garden City? Was that Noah Aldana kid from Noah Aldana
Yeah,
from
no,
Garden City, right?
yeah, Noah Donna's from the same city as me. Like we grew up training together.
I like Noah, bro. I like his
Yeah.
those. He reminds me of a kind of like a Victor Ortiz kind of.
Nah, he's better. I think he's better. He's better.
So tell me, is that the biggest card you've been on before?
Yeah, that's the biggest card I've ever been on. Like my first fight was like at like was it a casino? No, it wasn't a casino, but it was like a big arena, but it wasn't like that level of a show. And then my
That's
second fight
cool,
was here
man.
at home. And then my third fight was like at a hotel. So that's like the biggest. I went from fighting like in little shows to fighting there, so it was a big step up.
That's what boxing does. You know, 1 minute you're in a little hotel fighting, and next minute with no lights, and the next minute you're in the big stage right next to the
For
bronze
real,
bomber.
man.
You know,
I remember
that's
I was fighting
amazing.
in a hotel ballroom with like only like 100 people in there.
That's crazy. You had the whole crowd. I know you wanted to really land some good shots. You were like, why did you get up? Why did you just get up so I could hit you a couple more times? when you went.
Yeah, man. I was like, it's because sometimes I'm like, they're like, you just don't force it, don't force it. And I'm like, I ain't gonna force it, but like, if he gets hit by me, he's gonna get hurt. You know what I mean? Like, I know I can
Yeah.
punch. So like, if I hit anybody clean, even if it's not hard, it's gonna hurt him. You know? So I'm like, ah.
You told me also that you can make 130. Are
Yeah,
you,
I
are
know
you
I can.
so you would you like the campaign at 130 and then kind of move into the 35 division first, or are you just kind of cruising either way?
Yeah, I don't know, because I was talking to one of the coaches about it. Like, one of like, they know I can make it, but they're like, there's no really no point in like killing yourself right now if we're
True.
really at the beginning stages of your career and you're still
True.
growing. You know what I mean? I'm barely 21, so I'm still growing. So I don't know yet, but I know I can make it. But
Yeah.
it just depends.
You got
Time will tell.
you're the man in Garden City, right? Like, I mean, you're walking around. You know, they see your Instagram. You're pretty popular on social media. I see you on podcasts all the time. You know, how does it feel? Because I kind of grew up in a small town too. You know, I went for the when I fought Golden Gloves and the National. You know, I'm talking about way back then. You know, everyone can you get home and they're like, hey, you know, I'm here. There's Nelson. He's the boxing guy. He's guy, boxing guy. How does that feel back home? And how much of a role model are you?
It feels cool, honestly. Like sometimes whenever, like, honestly, it feels cool whenever like the little kids ask me like, "Oh, that's the professional boxer," and stuff like that. Or like when I went back to work yesterday, and when like the old heads that I have known me for the past couple years, and they see me, they're like, "Oh, we saw your fight," and then like you could tell like they're genuinely proud of me. Like it means a lot, you know, like knowing that I'm making people proud.
Right quick, I want to give a shout out to Andre Amaro, who's in the audience, man. Shout out to you for fighting there as well on the.
Andre Amara, shouts out for him, man. He really moved. He also moved some tickets all the way from Honolulu to Kansas to Wichita. My man was moving tickets. Yeah, shouts out to you for sure. For sure. So what's next? You got something in the works? Something next? What you got planned?
I think I have like a fight scheduled in like I think 2 or 3 months. I was gonna fight like I think they were planning on having me fight like 3 weeks, but then the show got moved back. Like
Mhm.
3 weeks from my last from Friday, but the show got pushed back. So I think Ryan's gonna probably have me fighting here soon. You know what I mean? He's planning on keeping me busy, so I'll probably fight here soon.
Cool. Yeah, I was talking to Ryan today. We're gonna be doing a lot of work together. So I might see you more than you know. We might come in.
I'll be ready.
What are you traveling to train or to do any sparring, or most of your training and sparring and stuff is just right there in Garden City?
No, I've been having to leave since I was like 17, 18. I've been leaving home because like just to go sparring. Like I first started off going to with my coach Nikki Burleson. Right now she's in Kazakhstan with Team USA. She's one of the coaches for the elite team. But I was
Right.
started leaving home like at 17, and I would go stay at her house in Oklahoma City, and then I
Okay.
would just be back and forth. And then she got the job in Colorado Springs, so then like for camp I'd go down there, and then this camp I went to Colorado Springs, and then I went to Florida too to
Yeah, you were in
down
Florida.
there
Where were you in Florida? Because I remember we thinking we got you came from Florida. Where were you training there?
at in St. Pete, Florida.
Mm.
Yeah, and then would go
What
to like
gym is that?
Kissimmee. I don't even know. I don't think the gym has a name, but it's like a private gym. But then we'd go
Okay.
to like Kissimmee or like I forgot what other like I think Winter Haven for sparring and stuff like that. So like I've
Yeah.
been having to leave home all the time since I was like 17 for training camp and stuff like that.
Any name sparring that you've been doing like kind of ended up into some gym where you kind of got some either some older fighters or some former world champions you sparred with anyone with big names?
No, I haven't really sparred with any big names like that. I've been in the gym with some big names, but I never got to spar them.
Right. I got to tell. I got some good. There's some good sparring in Florida too. I mean, I'm more down south. You know, down
Oh
south there's a lot of the Cuban fighters, a lot of international fighters, but there are a lot of good sparring over there too. In up there in up like St. Pete, Orlando,
yeah,
Tampa
I got some
area.
really good work down there. There's a lot of different like there's a lot of I sparred a Puerto Rican kid that was like a I think he fought. Turning pro on overtime in Atlanta. I forgot his name was Chino, but he was really good. He was like a Olympic. No, he wasn't. He was like an international silver medalist. And he was on the Puerto Rican
Yeah.
national team, and
Okay.
I got some real good sparring down there.
What do you wanna do with your? You know, I see big things. I see you 100%. I see you becoming world champion in your division, especially you're growing. You can make 130. You're gonna be at campaign at 135. I see you hitting the 140 division also as you
Yeah.
grow. You're definitely in those three divisions, bro. I see that you're gonna be holding a world title. You know, let's say Eric Valencia in 10 years. 10 years is far. Let's say 5. Let's say 5 years from now, and then 10 years from now. I mean, 5 years from now, you're having a belt. But
5 years
as
now,
far
I'm
as
gonna have a belt for sure.
having
Hopefully
a
in two
belt,
divisions.
all right, and then what do you plan? You know, boxing, you can become that Canelo and that Mayweather and stuff, but you also kind of have to branch off into different businesses. Are there other businesses in your mind that you always kind of wanted to do other than boxing?
I for sure want to do something with my money because, like you said, we can't fight forever. Probably like start like a podcast. Like Sean Porter, he started a podcast. Like use my name as like a branding. You know, like there's a lot of athletes that they paid to be themselves. You know, like
Yeah,
Michael Strahan, like different like Shaq, they get like just to be a personality, you know, they get paid just
yeah,
to be themselves. So probably like a podcast and then for sure like be a bit like probably make a boxing gym. Like I really want to give back to my community and like train kids and stuff like that. And then probably investment. I want to like my plan is like I want to buy like duplexes and like be a like own real estate and stuff like that.
yeah,
And
man.
yeah, I just
You
want
gotta
to
flip that
That's
money.
smart kid. This smart kid
yeah, I just
right here,
want to
boss.
I want to put my money to work for me, you know. I don't want to have to work my whole life.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can't fight your whole life either. You gotta have a plan to put that money to work, and then once you hang up the gloves, you can help the next little Eric Valencia come up. You know,
Yeah, that's the plan, man. That's the plan.
you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have five brothers and one little sister.
Oh, they
Older or
got to
younger?
fight. They have to fight for
I have
second.
one brother that is older than me, and then I have four little brothers and then one little sister.
Any of them fight or no?
Nah, none of them fight, man. I wish they did, but like I remember one time, like they I took them to the boxing gym one time, and then they just with the warm up, they started crying.
So how did you get into this if none of those other brother siblings fight? Like how did you get into boxing?
I got into boxing because my dad took me to the gym because Brandon Rios is from Brandon Rios, he fought
Oh
Manny
yeah,
Pacquiao. He's
yeah.
from
I know
Garden
Brandon.
City too, and his dad and my dad worked together at the plant that I work at, and then so
Mm.
like from there, my dad took me to the gym, and then I remember I got beat up in sparring, and then I didn't want to go back, and then later on, like a couple years later, his one of his workers was a coach at one of the local boxing gyms, and then I started back when I was like 8 or 9, and then I just been boxing ever since. So my dad kind of introduced me because he had friends that worked with him that were
That's
coaches.
cool. That's cool. And what did you went to high school there, right? Did
Yeah,
you?
I went to high school for 3 years, and then I just finished online school so I could just be able to travel and stuff more for boxing.
That's cool. Did you play any other sports? Did you ever do any basketball, football, or anything like that?
Whenever I was little, I played basketball until like I was like in 4th grade, but then like I got to the point where I was like I gotta just like I like basketball, but I really like even at that age I was like I want to be a professional boxer, so I just got to put my all into one sport.
That's amazing. Like a lot of people, like even like Deontay. Deontay was more into football, and all of a sudden, like he got pushed into. I mean, he did the boxing because he was athletic, but then look at where it took him, and he wasn't even planning on to be being a
Yeah,
boxer.
in the first place. Like here,
That's
boxing is
crazy,
kind of it's like the most successful sport, but it isn't the most popular sport. Like
right?
I'm from a really like our town we have one high school, so like football's really big, wrestling's really big, but like the most successful sport is boxing. Like we've produced like 2 world champions, a world title contender, and then like other good pros too.
How big? How the population of your town?
Probably like I wouldn't even know, but it's really small. I have to look it up. Probably like 15,000. It,
Okay, okay,
it's
I'll
real.
look it
I
up.
think it's really small, really small.
But I seen Brandon Real come up. Now that you say it, I realize that yeah, Brandon Reels was from there. But
Yeah, Brandon Rios is
but
from here.
but Victor Ortiz is not from there, no?
Yeah, Victor Ortiz,
Right?
Brandon and Victor are originally from here. It's just that
I
Victor
thought
left to
so.
California when he was young.
Man, they got
Like
a
he
Yeah.
was
lot of
like
Okay.
talent.
17,
They got a lot of
16.
talent out there in that little Kansas.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
crazy thing
man.
is, man, like it's really, really small. So like coming up, like you spar the same people over and over again.
Yeah.
Like you have to travel hours for sparring. So like
Yeah.
it's crazy that like everybody here just naturally knows how to fight.
That's that's kind of like where I grew up too. I mean, mostly it's a football town where I grew up. I'm the only boxing gym. There's only one high school. um, you know, but like, there wasn't a lot of boxers. The gym was full of guys that would just walk in, try it, and say, that's not for me, and only the quiet ones or the ones that were really dedicated to learning, or maybe the fighters or the kids that were like, I needed to lose weight, were the ones that actually turned into to fighters. So
Fu-
that was pretty cool, man.
Fun
That's what's
fact,
up.
Eric. Fun fact, Eric. The town he speaks of is Pahokee, Florida. Pahokee High School has put out more NFL players than any high school in the nation.
Dang,
Yeah.
and how small is it?
A town of
Six.
5,000, 5,400.
Yeah. Yeah, small.
Damn.
We put up, but that's why, like, just like you want to produce more champions and more fighters. Like I want that training facility. I wish I had it, I'm gonna. That's my main goal, is to work towards that big training facility. It's very country. It's agriculture. It's fishing. It's hunting. It's like real chill. Back in the day, the Joel Casamayors of the world, the Obeli Hurtado. These were all guys that came from Cuba in the '96 Olympics. They all stayed there and did training camp. So that's my goal, is to put together a mean training camp there, because Miami's about an hour away. West Palm Beach is about 45 minutes away. Orlando is an hour and a half away. Fort Myers is an hour and a half away. So I'm gonna eventually have, and I'm telling to you now, that venue, that camp where I can say, Eric, come to camp. I got the cook, I got the rooms, I got the swimming pool, I got the masseuse, I got the supplements, I got the gym, I got the sparring. Come to camp and let's go get that strap. That's
That'd
the
be
goal.
dope, man. You got the one-stop shop. You got everything there.
That's gonna happen. That's my goal. That's my goal. Um, you were on the podcast the other day. You were talking about, whose podcast was that? Shouts out to
That was
them.
a local photographer named Edgar Meza. He's from here in Garden City, and he helps us helps. He's been helping me in the local boxing gym down here. So like whenever we have to take pictures before fights to make the flyers and stuff like that, he's been always been looking out for us. And so he had just started a podcast, and he wanted to put me on there as his first guest of like his first episode of the podcast.
That's cool, man. Tell him, let's collab. Like, tell him I said, what's up? I'm always down to collab my podcast with his podcast, and I'll
I'll
make him
have
a
to tell
guest
him,
on
man. He'll
mine.
love it.
Yeah, I'll make him a guest of mine. He'll make me a guest of his, and we'll go
No,
from
I
there.
know he'll love it.
I'll give Faith, Big Face. He might charge too much money, but I'll get him on there too. We'll get him for free. The voice of GCC.
I don't know about that. Free.
He's like, I don't know about free.
Hey, Eric, give out all your social medias, sponsors, call out whoever you want to call out. Do your thing, man. Let everybody know future world champion in boxing.
Everybody can follow me on Instagram at Eric Valencia 620, and then I just want to shout out to all my sponsors: Empire Electric, my mom's cleaning. My mom got a cleaning company. My dad, I actually walked out to my dad's a rapper. I walked out to his song on the fight. I surprised them. So I was like, man, I gotta give him a shout out. Let him so people can hear the song on pay-per-view.
You gotta send me his name. I'll follow him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we gotta have the music. We gotta have the music, man.
I love the
I got
music.
you.
Look, hey, you know who used to be a rapper, right? Mr. Big Face over here.
He used to be a rapper.
On the knees and the bows and the thighs. You like it? Yes, sir. I sold 40,000 records in 1999, my brother.
Yeah,
All right, he was all then.
Yeah, he was with the Yin Yang Twins. He went on tour. You might be a little young to know who they are, but
yeah.
But it was pretty big.
It was big back then, man. This is back
Eric,
when you
send me your dad's music, man. I want to hear it.
All right, I got you.
All right, and who else? Who else you got to shout out? My bad, I interrupt you.
My coach Nikki. She's in Kazakhstan. I think she's in Kazakhstan right now. All my coaches, Juan, Moreno, Coach Jesse, Coach Rick, my manager Ryan Ricky, my coaches, the coaches back in Oklahoma that are training one of the best amateur boxing teams in the country, George and Jawan. So shout out to all my team, man, and everybody that supports me. Really, man, it takes an army of people to get I can't say I did this by myself, because I got an army of people behind me, my family, my friends, man. They give their all to me to give me a chance to be successful. So I owe it all to them, and I'm very appreciative for them.
Yeah, awesome, bro. And you're a young man of God too. I appreciate that. I love to see that. I love to see how you represent yourself and how professional you are, and you're a great example to what people should support in this hard and cutthroat game of boxing. So it's very refreshing to see and work with a young man like yourself, and support someone like that. It makes you want to support someone like that. So I appreciate you on the show, man, and I'm gonna follow your journey, and I'm gonna assist in all the ways I can. Ryan Ricky is my brother, and that means you're my little brother too. And we're gonna push it, man. We're gonna get to that strap.
All right, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for having me.
All right, you got it, brother. Thank you. Future, bro. The future.
How can you not love that kid?
Future champion. You see the future champions, of tomorrow, today.
That's right, brother. So we've had two great guests. I got you now. Now you my guest. Okay. So I want to talk to you. I want to interview the boss, man. So last week was amazing. I mean, amazing. The entire team, once again, shout out to the entire team, our partners, the whole squad there at Global Combat /Trigon. How does it feel now? You've got home. You've been home for a few days. You let it soak in. How does it feel, man? You fantastic show, boss.
It feels amazing, right? It feels great because all the congratulations that I received from all past people that I worked with, previous employers and partners, and it was kind of, even my son sat down and goes, I don't think you realize you put former heavyweight champion of the world in a fight, on TV. I just can't. I don't think you realize what you did. And like I say, you're so busy in the movement of completing what you need to complete. You're so busy in the action of getting things done, and you forget that you're making history while you're living it, you know. And you got to kind of see things in retrospect and be like, oh, we did that. And you know, maybe when I get on the pay per view and watch it, you know, I get to see. I haven't had a chance really to see it. I really do want to sit down and watch all the fights and to see it all. And I think it's still on ppv.com.
So, yes,
So
you can still go to ppv.com right now and rent the replay. Me and Littleface watched it last night, man. We had a blast. Littleface missed a lot of the first fights because he was working for us. But, man,
Yes.
It was fun. The fights were fun to watch.
Yeah,
It was great. You guys looked great. It was good, man. You'll love it when you watch it. Yep.
it was great. And you know what I love about the most? You know, I got to work with people that I want to work with. You know, I got to spend the time with the people I want to spend time with. You know, I'm living this dream of and doing what I love to do with the people that love me and the people that I love to be with. So, you know, and
That's
not only
great,
that,
man.
it was such a family affair. You know, my wife was there, the kids were there, my brother was there, my nephew was there, your son was there, my son.
Parents was there. Our kids were there. It was,
Yeah,
man.
my partner's
Dude.
parents were there. Like, and then everyone that came across our team was like, "Oh, this is a family reunion. This is just a normal
true.
family reunion."
We were
And-
working. Listen, boss, and this is one thing that I noticed with our team. Whenever we're out, we'll work 21-hour days, and no one says a word. You know what I mean? This is because we don't want to leave each other. There's a
Right.
bond there. You know what I mean? People
Yeah.
say, "Why are you still up?" These are my boys, man. I don't want to leave. You know what I mean? So,
No, absolutely.
Speaking of that, your team, your excellent media team, shout out to Gio, Janae, and Calvin, the Foot on Neck crew, I think they're calling themselves. They put together this video for you, sir. And I'd like to play it. They've got a recap of your week and your fight night, and we're going to run that right now. What do
Okay,
you
this
think
is a
about that?
surprise. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go.
Things in a mind. What's a mind to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? Make it out alive. Alright.
There you go, man. How about that little sizzle reel?
That was fire, man. Listen, those the fights were good, man. The fights were really, really good. I called it. The debut of the night was the fight of the night. Those local rivals. Little Chauncey came out swinging.
He did, man.
Yeah, it was great. You know, everything turned out exactly how I thought it would turn out. You know, thank God. I mean, all glory to God. It was like it was. We set the presence. We set the presence of God in the building, in the press conference, in the locker rooms. And man, I even heard a couple walkout songs that my pastor Ayento was jamming to, and I'm like, look at this, man, look at what we've done here, look at what this platform has done. Even Deontay.
Shout out to Deontay Wilder, man. He was a perfect gentleman all week, man. He handled himself
Absolutely.
with class. He did everything we asked of him. Press conferences, drops. He was more than gracious. And man, I don't know. I know a lot of people. I've been a fan of his for years, and it was a huge moment for me. Shout out to you, boss, for giving me one of my highest career highlights in being in the ring with Deontay to give the interview. But if you see him in person, ladies and gentlemen, this man is a Greek god. I mean, just don't see humans that look like that. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, his presence is like overwhelming when you see him walk around. You know, it's not only just his height; you can see his stature. Like the people that are around him, the chain, the glasses. Like he looks like somebody. You know, no matter what.
He's a superstar.
He's definitely a star. Yeah, he stands out. And yeah, even with all that, he was one of the most humblest. I can honestly say one of the most humblest fighters I've worked with, being such a massive savage of a fighter. You know, such a beast in the ring, and he was very professional. And you know, I didn't expect anything different. I didn't expect anything at all. But it was surprisingly how what was the word I'm looking for? How eager to like engage and eager to participate in all promotions. I mean, sometimes you tell a superstar like that sign 400 gloves or 400 posters, and they say, "I don't have time for that," you know. And he sat right there. He didn't even question it. Before you know it, I walked in. He signed all those gloves, and we gave it away to
Well, not
all our
only that,
guests.
he gave it to Wichita, right? He was out every night in Wichita. He went out in the local scene. He went to eat at
Yep.
local restaurants. He
Sure
didn't
did.
hide in his room. He was in the hotel. He was taking pictures with fans.
Yep.
Very gracious. I was surprised, man. A man of that stature to handle himself that way. But once again, country boy from Tuscaloosa, man of God. Definitely God was in the building all week, man. And I appreciate that being a preacher's son, man. I love working with you guys because you do put God first. And I mean, it's real. It's a real thing, right?
It's a real thing. It's a real thing, and it's something that I've always wanted to do. It's something that I kind of honestly, when I brought it up, usually in other companies, I was laughed at. Honestly, I really was laughed at. And I kind of would say, you know, maybe you shouldn't curse as much when you're doing an interview, because you kind of lose, a percentage of your fans, or maybe my kids are watching, and it was refreshing. It really was refreshing, and I can't wait to do it again, bro. I really can't wait to do it again. I'm excited. I think the future holds something big. There's a lot of good news out there, man. I've gotten a lot of good stuff. I've sat with some casinos. I've sat with some networks. I've sat with some big sponsors, and I'm excited to put out another press release. I gotta hold it all in.
Here we go. Here we
I gotta
go.
hold it all in, bro.
Well, I know that there's a lot going on. I know Trigon is absolutely blowing up on the internet. Fantastic event with Global Combat. Once again, shout out to our partners over at BKB, Mike Vasquez, Greg, Don, Elvis, the whole crew over there that helps us make it happen. Shout out to the president, man, hey, man, we finally got the president, Joshua Chassis. He's back on the internet, ladies and gentlemen. Man ain't posted in years, but he's back. You guys look good, man. I play that ice cold stuff every day, man. That stuff make me cry, man. You guys look so good, man. And just say, appreciate it. What a run that you've had here this last year, from some dark times. And now here you are, man. You're in there. The sun is on your face, right?
Absolutely. I stepped away from like I said, a very good learning relationship. It was something that I embraced, whatever challenges I had throughout my journey, and I knew that there was a lesson in every challenge and every hardship, and I embraced it and kept pushing forward. At the end of the day, when you learn to embrace those challenges, when you learn to understand that whatever you might seem to think is bad, or it's something that's holding you back, in reality, it's just strengthening you. It's putting you in a better position, and it's preparing you for success, on the other side. And what I really, really enjoyed, and the highlight, someone asked me the other day, what was the best thing that you enjoyed about the event? And I honestly enjoyed that I was able to speak and be myself, and put my God first. And I was able to, bring my children to an event, bring my family to an event, and I was able to just open up that door, because I noticed a lot of fighters that kind of talk about it, but they hold back because they don't know what someone's going to say, and that should never be the case. If that's something they should never be ashamed to speak about that, or pray about that, or say something about that. And it showed in the press conference, just by how we started, that everyone was thankful and everyone gave all glory to God, and that was amazing. And I was very proud that I was able to do that and set that stage. Even bringing my pastor on the stage to pray for the entire press conference.
I mean, how many promoters fly out their reverend to the fight so he can open the presser with a prayer, man? God was in the building all week, man. All praise to God. Absolutely. Well, you know what time it is. I need some wisdom. All right.
Some wisdom, man. Yep. Wisdom. Everyone, people I always get a question like, mental health. How do you deal with mental health? And just like anything else in life, You got to kind of sit back and observe the challenges, observe what's going on, and find the good in what you may think is bad. And you can only do that when you sit back and pray and you put God first and you ask him to help you get through that, help you understand that, help you see what he's seeing and see what he's trying to teach you. If you can apply that to life, if you can really focus on that first before you think that what's happening to you is a negative thing, you will overcome and you will come out on top and you will learn and you will strengthen, you will grow, and you will become better. So, God first, keep your hands up, and protect yourself at all times.
Yo, shout out to my boy Nelson. Let's go. Turn it up. He doing his thing.